video. Today we're going to be going over the CyberGun FL featherweight, whatever it's called, the M249, brand new, and it's super lightweight. Little backstory here. Basically, I just wanted an M249, and my M4 stopped working. So actually, I'm trying to fix it right now. I've bought a couple parts. Maybe I'll do like a little update. Something about turning it into like a CQB M4 kind of thing, but I don't know. So if you want a like updated video or an update video on that project, then you go ahead and do that. I guess real quick, I should probably say why I haven't been uploading videos. So if you look like somewhere above my head or in the description, I will probably have the timestamp where the actual review starts. So basically what happened was I got a job. Well, first I got kicked out of the school I was going to and started going to a night school so I could graduate sooner instead of just going to public school. Cause I failed 4 classes, so they were like, you can't do that. So yeah. Then I got a job over the summer at Chick-fil-A. And then I bought a Jeep. That's why I got the job, is so I could buy a Jeep. And so now I'm working and I'm making payments on stuff, being responsible. Then after all that happened, I'm not sure if you saw that, my dog just walked by. But after all that happened, I signed an 8-year contract with the Marines, because that's been a dream of mine since about 3rd grade. You know, I've always wanted to be in the Marine Corps. So, yeah, basically did all that stuff, and basically I'm just waiting to get a job contract for infantry. So yeah, that's basically been pretty busy. And then I've just been working and having school, so I haven't really had time to film a video. But I have today off, and also Marine Corps stuff got canceled because Saturdays we're supposed to go train. But yeah, so basically I had a free day today, and I was like, oh yeah, I have a YouTube channel. So I also got a new phone, and I forgot to put this account on that phone. So yeah, the other day I was like, oh wait, I have a YouTube channel, I almost forgot about that. So yeah, I decided to make another review. Like I said, this is the CyberGun M249, it's the featherweight. The reason it's called the featherweight is because it's mostly plastic. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down and get into the review of the gun. So I guess the things it comes with first of all, it comes with this gun, the M249. It comes with these 2 pins right here, and the stock itself. The stock you have to attach, and it's pretty cool because you can take these pins out and buy a new stock. I might do that, get a full stock, and I'll get into the reasons why a full stock would be more beneficial in a minute. Then it comes with 1 magazine, and the magazine it comes with is not this one. It actually comes with a high cap M4 mag. I don't have it on me, but it's just your basic high cap. But as you can see, it is kind of loose, and I'm not a big fan, but M4 magazines do fit in here, and you can basically, to get it out, this latch, you just pull it. Basically it's a dust cover and a mag release switch, and mag release, I guess the whole system, not just the switch. But yeah, it's actually pretty cool. So I guess the first thing I'll go over, just to keep things short and sweet, I'll go over, I'm going to scoot this over just a bit, but I guess the cons first. So the things I don't like about it. So it's not a very long list, but I guess if you're watching this review, you're either thinking about buying it, actually probably are thinking about buying it, maybe you're just watching reviews on YouTube like I do sometimes. But I guess the cons are pretty important because that just shows what's not good about the gun. So here's what you could probably expect. The first thing, that's one of them, but I'm not sure if you saw that, a BB just fell out. The first thing is the bipod. And it's not that the bipod's bad, it's a good bipod, but it's very plastic, as you could see. Or you probably can't see what it's made out of, but it's plastic. And it's not like it's a weak plastic, it's a strong plastic, you know. You could like set it down, all that good stuff, you know, all that. Probably wasn't a good example of me setting it down, but yeah, I mean, you can set it down. It's not that it's bad, it's just, it's plastic. And I feel like it probably should have been metal or something, I don't know. It just feels like if you're playing and, you know, somehow you like hit it into a tree, or, you know, you slam it down too hard, I don't know. I feel like it might crack, but it does look like you can replace it. It looks like it. But yeah, that's the first one. The second one is this big boy right here, this part. As you can see, that button's super sunken in, and this one's super sticking out. Basically, I don't know why it does that. It might just be mine. I don't know. But to open it, you're supposed to just pinch them and pull up, but you can't actually do that. This side doesn't really catch, so you can just pull that up, and then you just kind of push the other side and twist it, and basically it's very finicky to get it open, and I don't think it's supposed to be designed like that. And then also, when you saw me put the clip in just a few moments ago, I'm not sure if you saw it, but BBs, they fell out when you pulled it out. It's pretty common. It happened with my M4. Okay, if you're shooting your gun and the magazine's not empty and you take it out, BBs will probably fall out. It's just something, like, it's just the fact of it. But the thing is with this, I'm going to try not to close that because it's really a pain to open. But as you can see, it's basically just a closed little chamber. And I'm not sure if you can see, probably can't, 'cause even I have a hard time in real life. But way down there's a crack. And basically that leads to the whole gun. So you'll end up with BBs. You can actually see some down in here. Can you see that? Yeah, right there. The little white thing, that's BB. You end up with BBs all right there. You end up with them over here. And the good news about that is, though, you can easily, just by like rotating the gun and all that, it's pretty easy to get them loose, but they do get caught up in there. And I mean, it's not like the rattling's that bad because, you know, you have this thing. So it's not the rattling, it's just they're in there. And yeah. So next thing I'll go over, I'll go over the things I like about it actually. The things I like about it is it's very lightweight. Like super, it's insane. When I played with it for the first time, with the place I took it to, everyone, well not everyone, but there were some people and they all wanted to hold it. So it's a newer gun, and so they wanted to hold it, and they were like, wow, this is really light. And one of them even said he had an M4 that was heavier than this. So yeah, it's very light. And what I like about that is it functions. It functions as the M249. You can use it as a saw gun, but also it's light enough. You could run and gun like it's an M4. Obviously, it's got a bigger mag, so that would be pretty cool. But it's very light. It's actually so light, even with the mag in, that if you really wanted to, you could just and you couldn't do that for long. But I mean, I'm sure I haven't owned a different M4 or M249, but I'm sure you couldn't just hold it out with one arm. And so I guess when we do the shooting part of the video, I'll try shooting like that. But yeah, it's extremely light. Another thing is it's very durable. Also, when I was playing at that place, first time with this gun, I fell. face planted, and what was in front of me, the gun, and almost immediately, like, nothing was wrong with it. Even with the box mag hanging out, it feels delicate, like it just like not, it doesn't feel delicate, but it feels like you shouldn't drop it, you know, just because of the way it's sticking out. It looks like if you drop it, something could snap, but it didn't. I dropped it, everything was fine. It was able to just go back immediately to working. Nothing happened. I just dusted myself off and kept playing. So yeah, it's very durable, very lightweight, and I think basically the gun's really cool, and the pros and the good things about it more than make up for the bad things. So the next thing I'll go over is just under here, because it's something we'll be going over. Everything under this. I guess for the airsoft gun, it's a dust cover. I know that it probably isn't if it's a real gun, but basically it just functions as one. So first thing is the hop up. It's right here. You can adjust it, all that good stuff. It's pretty easy to get to, other than the fact that you have to keep opening this. When I first played, I don't know why, but every time I opened it and adjusted it, I closed it all the way. And I would start shooting, I'd be like, dang, I need to adjust it more. So I'd have to go through the whole process of opening it up. And that part wasn't fun, but I was able to play with it after. And I think that might just be mine. I don't know, and it looks like you can replace it. So I think that's just mine, but that is something just to look out for. And it's not really anything bad about the gun, it's just a mild inconvenience. But yeah. So yeah, you have the hop up right here, and as you can see, you have this tray thing right here. And when you put it back down, you might be like, hey, it's not going down all the way. That's because this switch right here, the mag release / dust cover thing, it always wants to just go as far this way as possible. So when you're putting it back down, you don't have to pull it out all the way. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything, because like, you know, you're just pulling it out, but you just kind of flip it, just push up on it slightly, and it'll just fall in place. And I think the reason that's there, I might just be an idiot and missing something, but I think this tray, the main purpose of it is actually to for the dummy bullets. So like when you put the dummy bullets in, it just makes it look cool. Looks like it has real bullets in it. Looks real, looks cool. You know, I think that's what that's there for, but I'm not sure. So yeah, okay, moving back here a little. The back of it. This is where you wire your battery. Actually, my battery right here. It fits in there good. This is the one that's recommended on e-bike, and you could get it in there, and you could get it to fit well and snug. But just put that back in there. You can get it to fit. It's a little bit finicky. Actually, I'll try to. Well, not try. I'll definitely get it in there. The way I like to do it is I like to put the part where the cords are sticking out, I stick it down like that. So basically, because it's long enough to where you could just very easily have it sticking back out, and that way most of the wires aren't sticking up out, and then you could just clip it on. You might want to clip the battery on first, actually. Okay, but yeah. Basically, when you clip it on, I like to take the cords, and stick them in the bottom. And then, once you do that, you could just kind of get it pushed down there, and you'll be able to close it all the way. I'm not going to, because it's hard to open, but it would have closed. And it's just, it fits this kind of battery that, I think it's a LiPo battery. A Matrix brand, say 7.4 volt, and it says 1500. I'm not really an expert on the batteries. I don't really know how to read them. It just says 1500 mAh, and then it's 7.4 volt, and that fits just in there. It'll be recommended if you watch like the little clip on e-bike. It'll tell you what kind of battery to get. Basically, I just got that one. because it was recommended, but in the back there, and you probably can't see it, there's a little bolt looking thing in there, and basically that's part of the stock because there's a hole in the back. So if you have a full-size stock, like, you know, like your standard regular full-size stock, not a pair stock like this, if you have a regular full-size stock, there will be a hole and you could run the cord into the back of the stock. So you'll be able to run your battery through there, and then you'll have even more room and probably get an even bigger battery, and then this will just all be empty space pretty much. But if you just get the standard package, it comes with the pair stock, and then you'll just have to do that. Speaking of standard stock, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but e-Vike, and I'm not sponsored by them, probably should say that. It's probably obvious. Why would they sponsor me? I have like 8 subscribers. Come on. Get your heads together, idiots. You could get a package on there where it comes with that mag, the box mag, and it's an extra $50, I think. And I bought it on sale, so I think it was $269 for me. But I think the gun itself is like $269. I'll link it in the description, the exact package I bought. And then you could look at the packages without the box mag. And if you get it without the box mag, it just comes with an M4 mag. Actually, no matter what, it comes with an M4 mag. But without the box mag, you still get a magazine to shoot. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then, if somehow, I don't know how you'd manage, but if somehow you manage to use all of those, you could use your M4. Honestly, at this point, I just have the these mostly to share with people, like if they're low on ammo. Actually, when I did a review on this, someone asked, do you actually use that many? And no, I'm a good, nice person. I like to share, and that's probably why I've lost a couple mags. But yeah, I just like to be nice and, you know, help people out. But yeah, so takes M4 mags. Said something about stock. Yeah, I think we're moving on. We're gonna go ahead and close that because it's no longer important. If we look at the handle right here, you might be like, that's weird, it's got a little latch or whatever. It might be more common. This is the second airsoft gun that I've owned. But basically it's just a latch just to make the handle bigger, and then there's your motor. But yeah, I was like, isn't there supposed to be a motor down here? And I looked, and it is. It's just under that latch. Instead of an actual safety, you have one of these crossbolt safeties, or instead of a selector switch, you have a crossbolt safety. And this is like pretty cool. I've shot a lot of hunting rifles and stuff, and this is what most of them have, or some kind of variation. Just a little push, and it should be all good. Next, you have your charging handle. It doesn't really do anything. It doesn't lead to the hop up or anything. It's just there for looks. It's pretty cool. You could fiddle around with it. But oh, there it is. Yeah, there's nothing really too special about it. Next we have this, the carrying handle, and it could go. It has a couple positions. You have one all the way right here, and then you have one here, and then you have one here, and then you have one here. And if you're curious how it works, it looks like there's some kind of spring in there, so you can push it down, and then it just rotates it to each notch. So there's like a chunk taken out. You can see that little chunk there. When you push it, down, there you could get a better look. This side has a piece sticking like this, and this one has like a little place to catch it. And so, yeah, I just thought that'd be cool because I like to know how stuff works. But it's just fun to fiddle with, you know. So, if we put it all the way back here, you'll see you have your heat guard, and basically to take it off, you just pull up on it. It's nothing special. Like, it's not like any special mechanism. It's just these two pinchy things holding it. And so basically you just pull up on it. And to put it back on, it's, darn it, I'm actually like insane. Not insane, just dumb. I'm an idiot. Gotta get some of that dirt off. Okay, basically, there we go. So you can see it's in a hook shape. But yeah, and then you have these two pegs right here. Basically you just hook them there, and then you just clip it on, and it would hold itself with the clip. I think the reason those pegs are there for the hooks is just to make sure it goes on in the right spot. Probably correct me. Then you have your bipod, and underneath your bipod you actually have rail space. And then this is the little attachment that just, that's just the little attachment that holds the bipod in place, so it doesn't do that. But yeah, so I guess if you weren't really a big fan of the bipod, but a foregrip, you have two little spots here. I probably personally wouldn't use these. However, you also have one up here. Dead? Okay, well I'm gonna cut that out in post. Doo-ba-doo. Up here, you have some rail space also. So yeah. So you put like a scope up there, whatever you want. I think that's actually the vast majority of it. So I guess we'll go over the box mag real fast. So I've been informed that my phone that I film on is dying. So basically, to take this off, it's very simple. If you have an IQ over 4, unlike myself, you should be able to figure this out. I had to YouTube it because I'm an idiot. Basically, you can see there's this little button here, and you just push down on the button and you pull up on the tab, and then the other side will come off. You can do it on either side, it doesn't matter. So basically, you put your BBs up here. All the electronic stuff is right here. I believe it's 250,000 rounds. I'll just link you to the website. You could read up on it, like all the specificity, basically the specifics of it. But yeah. So basically, you got two AA batteries right here, and then you have your BBs. Try not to get BBs in there. I did, and after this video, I'm probably gonna have to go dump those out. And you might be like, why do you need batteries? Ugh. Well, as you can see, it's an auto feeding or battery fed feeding system. So basically, you have two modes. You have sound control, and that basically only feeds when you need it to feed. And my phone just died, didn't it? Oh, okay, I heard it sound. So basically, it feeds only when you need it to. So that's for like burst fire, single shots. You know, you're just ba 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 ba, and that'll just keep it quietly. It just sounds like the little the winding wheel. So yeah. If someone takes that video out of context, could you like DM it to me on Instagram? I think that'd be pretty funny. But yeah, winder wheel. But that's about how loud it is. It only feeds when you need it to, basically, so like just single shot stuff like that. Then you have auto, and that's when you're just laying down fire. You know, you're just holding down the trigger, suppressing, maybe killing, you know, I don't know. Basically, you need to stack bodies, and you're just holding down the trigger. So it's just this constantly. So obviously, if you're trying to be stealthy, you shouldn't have it on this mode. You should have it on the sound control mode, and then you should be all good. And then if you need to, it's not that difficult. You just like, and it's completely flat down here. The only thing that you'll feel is the switch. So like, and those screws. So like, look, I'm not even gonna look. As you can see, ooh, where is it? Oh, right here, I found it. Super easy to find. It's not crazy. So like, if you need it, you just find it real fast, switch it on, and you should be good. And then also, you have that little switch for speed loader. I don't know why you would do that, especially if you're putting batteries in, because you're already gonna have this open. Mabel? I love you. Good dog. Okay, and very last thing, I promise. How to load this. As you can see, there's like a tray thing there, and yeah, a part there that's on top. Basically, you just do that, and that's how you get it attached to the gun. But first, the very first thing you have to do, and this is a pain, you have to put this in the gun. It has to go first. Maybe you could do it second, but I have not been able to get it to work. So basically, just like, it's such a pain. Might help if I have this carrying handle like that. But first, just get it to click, and then you hold on to it because it will fall out on its own, because you have to stretch it all the way, and then you got it. So yeah, then to get this piece out, you just do the mag release. To get the box off, there's a little switch on the box, and you just pull that. And most of the time you won't even have to use the mag release. You'll be able just to pull it off like I just did. So yeah, that's basically everything. And my phone's dead, so I'm gonna have to go charge it. But in a minute, actually, you know what? We're gonna do another video of the actual shooting test. So yeah, that's basically it. I guess it'll probably be tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow, so you guys can just soak up the information of this video. So yeah, that was the I forget the name. The featherweight M249. Oh, the CyberGun featherweight M249. So yeah, just like, subscribe, comment. As you can see, I added an American flag patch to my plug carrier. Pretty cool. America, love it. Best country ever. Fight me. Fight you over that. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.